So this is a study model of the Ukiah Valley Medical Center. If you remember in the previous Canary trace, we had the existing hospital with its main entrance, which was being confused with this entrance. We have the emergency department, which currently these are intended to be windows in the future, but right now there are none. So it's really defensive architecture towards the community and towards the street. And if you remember from that Canary Trace video, this is where the helipad was, and it was no landscaping and no parking in front of the hospital at all. The only parking, for the hospital, it would be here in front of the pavilion building and over here in front of the OBGYN. So part of our master plan solution was to relocate the helicopter and helipad to the east side with that expansion, and then populate the entire front of the hospital with landscaping and bioswales. Once the emergency department is moved, we would then populate the front of the existing facility with the cafeteria and outdoor dining, and then there will be a trellis space. This is a very rough study model just to get us to the next level of architecture. So then when we apply our emergency department solution and ICU solution and back corridor, which connects across here. This is the plan for the emergency department with its public waiting area and public spaces. Then you get into the more private treatment areas and control nurses station. Then you have a nurses station on this side that controls the trauma entrance, the 2 trauma rooms, and that connects right to the ICU, which in this program right now is a shell space, but is intended to be 8 ICU beds, a controlling nurses station, and then all of the support functions off of this support corridor. And then when we bring that up into 3 dimensions as a physical block of space or volume of space, you can see how it all starts to work and tie together in terms of a piece of architecture. What we wanted to do was we wanted to have a high point in the middle of the building, slope the roof off in either direction. That way we build up to not only our helipad, but we build up to our air handling units, which will be on either side of this, so that we have nice tall ceiling space for those air handling units to drop down into and feed both wings. The further you get away from those, the smaller those ducts become. So that worked out pretty well. It also gave us a high point to have the helipad on, and we would have ramps down from the helipad and an exit stair, a second exit stair off of that helipad coming down onto the grade. Then this driveway through that comes in, if you remember Canary Traces, coming in off of Perkins Street. One side would be for service trucks, and the other side would be for ambulances, and then ambulances would queue in this area. And this area we would develop for the ICU garden and trellis area. Again, this is a very rough study model. None of this stuff has really been designed yet. Still in the process of putting it together, but it's an important piece in connecting these short videos together to show the design and construction process.